was the product of a very traditional upbringing. My parents, I grew up in an inside the Beltway family. My dad was a government lawyer at the FTC, and then he went into private practice. And my mom was a teacher to learning disabled kids. And we grew up middle class and then upper middle class once he started making money. And I went to a very Tony private school called the Landon School for Boys, where you wear a coat and tie every day. And your classmates are, the sons of senators and congressmen. So there's a lot of, lacrosse and, it was that kind of a thing. Right. And I was always a very kind of quiet, shy, unassuming, insecure kind of kid. I wasn't, playing lacrosse and football and the like. I was more likely to be found in the corner reading a book, very much to myself. And I struggled socially, but I kind of found my groove in swimming, which was the one physical discipline that I had like any kind of natural talent for. And I put myself into that world and realized like this is my way forward and my way out. I don't know what I felt like I needed to escape from, but there was definitely a sense inside of me that I need to do something different, and this is going to allow me to have broader choices in my life. So by the time I was a senior in high school, I was one of the top swimmers on the Eastern Seaboard. I was getting recruited to all of these schools, and I began to excel academically. I graduated top of my class, and so I got into all the fancy schools. I ended up going to Stanford, which, in addition to being this, extraordinary academic institution, also happened to have by far the best collegiate swim team in the country at that point. So I had this opportunity to go train alongside Olympic gold medalists and world record holders, and it was like a dream come true. But that's when I got introduced to alcohol, and that quickly shifted my priorities. And I wouldn't say that I was struck with alcoholism overnight. It's a very progressive disease, but it started to kind of erode my ambitions and what I cared about, to the point that, I really didn't swim fast ever again. I didn't really care about my grades. I wasn't thinking about what I wanted to do with my life. And so when I graduated from college, I remember very distinctly thinking, I'm going to go to New York City because I can drink there and I don't have to drive and I'm not going to get a DUI. That was like a part of my mental calculus. And sure enough, I arrive in New York City. The job was just an excuse to be in this incredible city. And I made, as much of it as I could on the few dollars that I made. And I had an incredible time socially. Like, alcohol cured all of that insecurity and that social anxiety that I had. And I was making tons of friends and all over the city and all of that. And I met your sister, and like we discussed, like, she opened up this crazy world to me. And being this kind of waspy product of private education, she was somebody, she was like nobody I'd ever met before, because she had this childlike quality, like just so open and like fun and like adventurous and like, let's go do this. And I'm going to do this crazy play. And we're going to, like, there was nothing that was off the table. And I just was so energized by having that like in my space.